Well, again, everyone, Ambassador Terry with another episode of What Are You Doing? And I have another friend and colleague from another part of the world yet again, Miraat Syed. Miraat, thanks for joining me.
Thank you so much, Ambassador Terry. Thank you for having me in. It's a great honor.
Thank you. I'm excited about what you're going to talk about today. And ladies and gentlemen, you're going to be excited as well. So Miraat Syed, what are you doing?
Yes, Ambassador Terry. Well, it's been a whirlwind ride for me. And as you know, that I'm currently teaching at King Abdulaziz University in Jeddah, Saudi Arabia. And I am teaching English language and literature. And before this, actually, I have done certain things in the field of creative writing and also academic writing. I have done my research on war literature, and that got published in Germany a few years ago. The name of the book happens to be The Scriptural and the Sculpture Aspects of Isaac Rosenberg's Poetry. And there I talked about Jewish poet, and especially, I really liked the elements which I found in his poetry. And I think that's pretty much relevant to these times as well, with the ongoing war in Ukraine. He didn't only talk about the plight of a soldier. It wasn't passive suffering. He actually looked at it from a very artistic point of view. So that gave him a very objective outlook on war, which was pretty different. And I found it really fascinating. So when I was sifting through the poems written by him, I thought, why not write something on him? Because he was such a fascinating character, not only as a poet, but also as a sculptor, as a painter. So I started doing some research on him. I didn't find a lot of material, but then I ended up discovering so much about him, and that book got published, and that was my labor of love. I really loved it. So that was the first book that I got published, and I'll also let you know the link and everything. So, that was one thing that really excited my interest in academic writing. After that, I did some research on the psychological aspects of studies, which is motivation, self-efficacy, and academic achievement of students. So I did another research, and this time it was quantitative as against qualitative, which was my first one. So I did that, and that got published too. So I happen to be a published writer in that sense, but now I'm more into creative writing, and I would love to work more on that side. And I would love to collaborate with people who have similar interests, like photographers, writers, painters. I would just love to collaborate with anybody who looks at the world from a very artistic point of view. So that's what I'm doing, actually. Looking for inspiration, trying to collaborate, and focusing on my creative writing, that is. So this is on that academic front. Otherwise, I am more into different things, like women empowerment, animal rights. I also am a very active rescuer of animals, especially street animals. My heart goes out to them. So I do that in my free time. I mean, that takes up pretty much most of my activity during the day, that is. So I would love to do something for them as well, especially in our part of the world where animal rights are not very, people are not that much into animal rights, that is. So I would love to raise awareness regarding that. And I also happen to have interest in art, painting, museums, museum studies and everything. So it used to be in the past, the concept of a Renaissance man, somebody who has literary interests, having interest in multiple disciplines of the world, that is, multiple disciplines of education. So I'm not saying I'm a Renaissance woman, but, it's like, I would like, that is the aim, I mean, the aim needs to be as high as it can be. So I'm the kind of a person who would love to go for that. Taking inspiration from the likes of Da Vinci, all those people who were both into sciences and arts. So my aim would be to combine different areas of education, different aspects, and to inspire people, which I think, because also when I was listening to your talks with other people, one key thing that I took away from those talks was inspiration. And this is the great quality of leaders. This is the great quality of any individual who wants to leave a mark on this world, that you should have an ability to inspire others. So I would love to do anything which inspire the people to be better than what they are, and also to leave this world a better place when the time comes for us to leave this world.
Delightful.
So this is what I'm thinking, and this is what I'm thinking and planning to do. So
Yes.
this is how it is.
Ladies and gentlemen, I told you we have another great one here. Miraat Syed, thank you so much. And ladies and gentlemen, you saw the
Thank you so
names
much.
of the
Thank
books
you.
and everything underneath, and we'll have the links to her books if you decide you want to look into them more. Thank you so much, Miraat, for coming.
Thank you so
I
much.
certainly appreciate it. And bye-bye for now.
Bye. My pleasure. My pleasure. My absolute pleasure. Thank you so much.
Consortium, the business model for the 21st century.